Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Not quite evening yet. My name is Nia Noelle. I am a former board member for Fashion Week Columbus, and I was the style director for quite some time as well. But currently, I am a local media personality here in Columbus on Magic 95.5, and I'm be your host today. So I would love to welcome you officially to the fashion industry happy hour. We're going to have a good time. Basically, today we are going to look back, reflect on my very last fashion week with Columbus for 2020. Crazy year, unprecedented year, obviously, because of everything that was going on in the country. But we're going to look back and we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to bring up some designers and we're going to have a great conversation over drinks. So hopefully you have a drink, grab your drink. But first and foremost, I couldn't do this by myself. I have to bring in one of my good friends who was also my boss with Fashion Week, and Tommy McClura, the executive director and founder of Fashion Week. Tommy, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here with me.
Hi. I was never your boss, girl. You were my boss.
Okay, call it what you want, but we worked together.
Yeah, we did. We actually made magic together. Thank you, Nia. You've been such a huge impact on what we do at Fashion Week Columbus and the Columbus Fashion Council. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of stress and a lot of fun, but the stress was always worth it. So, it was always good to work with you. And I'm excited to be here and reflect. I know it sounds crazy to reflect, but to reflect on the last Fashion Week. But first, we have to talk about what's going on this week.
Right. Should I do a recap?
Major. Yes. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So for those of you watching, if you don't know, this was our inaugural fashion industry conference. This is something we've been wanting to do for a couple of years now, really hitting the education pillar of the organization. Yes, we do Fashion Week Columbus. That's our flagship program, but that's not what it's all about. A lot of times the designers don't know what to do after Fashion Week ends. How do you get in front of, how do you get sourcing and manufacturing? How do you get in front of buyers and media? How do you dress a celebrity? What's that process? Even for models, what are some myths in the industry? How do I meet agencies? Is that even important? So these are kind of things we covered today, actually, which is interesting. So I'll just kind of go through real quickly, Nia, and then I'll let you go through tomorrow's stuff. Okay. So we did start this morning with Fashion Changed My Life, which was an amazing discussion. It was public, just like we are right now. So it's on our Facebook, YouTube pages. And that panel was amazing. We had Sandra Brogdon, we had Gerardo Encinas, who's on with us today. We had Vicky Bowen Hughes. All three really expressed their stories of how fashion really impacted them and how fashion impacts the world. I think most of us do know, at least within this industry, that fashion is part of our lives. Whether we like it or not, it is a big part of our lives. I think we forget about that because we have so many clothes and we don't think about the impact those clothes make and who it impacts in the whole industry. So that was a great conversation, and then we went to Fashion Disruptors, which I think this is a fun one. I mean, we had Tim Trad in there from only in C-Bus and Jennifer Losham and for Jay Hilburn. They talked about being either trendsetters or being ahead of the trend really and doing something different that the fashion industry was not used to. And a lot of times that's how designers and brands make it big because they're doing something that no one else is, right? And they're creating their own trends. Then we went on to sourcing and manufacturing. And by the way, the first one is always free on Facebook for our public because these are important conversations. They all are. But the rest of them you have to actually get access to through the fashionindustry.org website. So we went to sourcing and manufacturing, which was another great conversation. Luna Najjar led the conversation with CFDA's Mark Beckham and photographer, who else was there? Jennifer from Isaiah. I mean, it was really a great conversation because these designers, sourcing and manufacturing, even for me, I don't know much about it. It's just overwhelming just for me. I'm not a designer either. And for the designers to learn these tricks of the trade and these steps they can take and to really kind of understand how these experts have done it and how, how to become successful. within that, that's great, you know. So we had that. Then we had buyers and media get their attention. Luna led that as well. And then trade shows, you know, level up. And then also the modeling industry, It's a Lie, which I sat in on. And, you know, that was ran by Heyman Talent Agency. It was great, you know, and here we are. We're having happy hour. Thank God. And I've got my cocktail.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Mule.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love a mule. Mine's a martini. Go ahead.
I want to know, and this is just me picking your brain since I'm not on the board anymore and I don't get all the inside tea. Who made up the names of all of these? Because the names are.
That was a collaboration between myself and Lubna. You know, we went through the initial titles, right? I mean, hell, the modeling industry, It's a Lie. I mean, how is that not appealing?
Yes, that's why when you guys are playing this and you showed me the names, I was like, "Ooh, these are so good!" Like if I had to choose one or two, I would have a hard time. So definitely, if you guys are signing up, just get the whole thing and just watch them all. Now, tomorrow is day 2. So if you missed day 1, it's okay. There's still a lot of great ones coming up tomorrow. Diversity makes us stronger. Do we even have to explain that? Like, we have discovered that. We have talked about that so much with everything that's happened in America in the last year, past the year, but especially this past year. Diversity makes us stronger. Diversity is going to help your business, your brand with whatever you have. Because as Tommy and I always talk, we always wanted Fashion Week to be diverse because it brings in different perspectives. So, and
also that's tomorrow. That's a free one tomorrow here back on Facebook. That's going to be led by Lourdes Padilla. You know, who's one of my favorite people in Columbus. And we have a great panel. But, you know, diversity in fashion, Nia, we've talked about this. You know, it's important. It starts there, you know, just like language is important. I think fashion's important. And we have diversity in fashion, whether it is, you know, at the C-suite level of these brands, where they don't do those things that Gucci and H&M actually did. That was such a horrendous mistake. You have people in those levels, that stuff doesn't happen. So I think it's a super important conversation. I mean, everyone's invited to this. It's free tomorrow here at 12 p.m.
Yeah, definitely at least come to the free stuff. If you're strapped for cash, come to the free stuff and get the information. After that one, your brand online, reputation matters. Do we even have to explain this? This is a duh situation. Everybody's online, except my grandma, but she looks at stuff through my phone and my mom's phone. So even if you're not online, you're getting an impression somehow of a brand online because probably somebody's showing you something. And I never understand when people have brands or businesses or anything and they don't have a website, a presence online, and they're just like, well, it's not my thing. It's fine if it's not your thing if you want to do the creative, but online, you got to be online these days.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Tommy, but if I'm buying something or if I want to go to business and they don't have a website, I'm almost like, so that one is going to be important. Who's in that one, Tommy? Who's speaking at that one?
Wendy Goldstein will be speaking on that, of course, because she and Lubna are actually finishing up their book about brands online.
I'm so excited about it. Yeah, that's an amazing person to have speaking at that one. After that, dress a celebrity, something every brand would love to do. I mean, who wouldn't want Beyonce, Cardi, Billy Porter, whoever in your clothes? And that is so important. Red carpet, like that makes and breaks stuff. I was watching a documentary the other day where they were talking about the big brands, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, YSL, and how they have all these clothes and stuff. But really the things that sell from the red carpets and stuff were accessories. And that was because of celebrities wearing it. It was quite interesting. So red carpet is important for your brands and everything. Who is speaking at that one, Tommy?
Well, I'm actually leading it, but Alex Vinash is in there, and so is Adolfo Sanchez. Hello, who's part of. If everyone doesn't know this already, number one, Alex Vinash, his boutique was just featured on one of the Housewives shows last night. I don't watch Housewives, so I don't know.
I think it was New York.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, that would make sense. And then Adolfo is now part of. Well, he was on Next in Fashion. Now he's part of The Collective as a producer and a designer, which is shooting in Cincinnati, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going down for some of this, actually.
I think I'm going to as well. No shade to Cincinnati. I'm a little jealous that Cincinnati got it and not Columbus. But if it's in Ohio, so that's amazing. Like, whatever LA and New York, look at Ohio and everything that we're doing in fashion, Just had to say that little thing there. Okay, so dressing a celebrity tomorrow. After that, Fashion Weeks, what's the point?
Yes, I'm actually leading that one as well. But check this out. We have Mark Beckham, who's the VP of marketing at CFDA, who also used to run IMG Fashion Week. When IMG owned Fashion Week, he would go in and he's in charge of that. And so he really knows the ins and outs of the larger fashion weeks. So I'm excited to be talking to him. Also, Philly Fashion Week is joining us for the conversation.
They have a great fashion week.
Yes, so we're super excited, and Indiana Fashion Week too. So all we have a large amount of knowledge and experience just on that one workshop, because designers do wonder, should I sign up for a fashion week? Which fashion week should I sign up for? What happens before fashion week and after fashion week? What are these rates? What's this $20,000 rate versus this $500 rate? What does that mean? So it's a lot of information that the designers definitely should be a part of.
Yes, definitely. After that one, sustainable fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sustainable fashion, 10, 15 years ago wasn't as big of a deal, but now so many brands are doing things with sustainable fashion. So I think this one is a really good one for people that have a brand established, or maybe you're starting to establish a brand and you want to figure out how you can add that element to your brand. What say you, Tommy?
Sustainable fashion, how to adapt. I think that is one of the biggest questions for some of the designers that want to do what's right and wants to save the earth. And, especially from the fast fashion that we have right now, that's filling up a bunch of landfills, and so, but Wendy Goldstein's leading that one. And we have CFDA, Sarah Kozlowski, along with Dr. Eva and Cora Weddle. That's a full panel of all these experts that's going to talk about sustainable fashion and how you can adapt. It's so important. And I think we need to further move into that direction. And I think we're seeing that.
Especially my closet. You talk about stuff going into landfills and stuff, and, thinking about over the years, the stuff you collect, your fashion, Tommy, is your style the same that it was 10 years ago?
Yeah, no, absolutely
not. No. So, having sustainable fashion is so important for our environment because, whether it's global warming or not.
Right. But actually, let me say this. My fashions now, I just want a t-shirt and jeans. It could be a black t-shirt, it could be a white t-shirt.
But that's your style.
It's my style, it's my fashion.
It's
but
still
I think as I get older, I'm like, this took a lot of effort for me to put a button up on today.
I think some of that is just 2020, 2021, COVID. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a pass. I can't. Most people aren't even wearing jeans anymore. So whatever.
Very true.
Give yourself some grace. Okay, so after that one, if you're a model interested in modeling, you need to be in this one. Call my agent. Do you have one? Ooh, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, Laura Van Holly from Heyman Talent. Actually, no, I'm leading that one because that's my background in modeling agencies. That's how I got started. And that's how Fashion Week Columbus was founded, by the way. So super proud to be leading that. But Laura Van Holly from Heyman Talent's on that one. One Model Management, Nicholas Butts is on that one. And we'll be just talking about the, let me make sure I'm not missing one. I had the whole speaker roster pulled up. No, those are the two. But you know what? Call my agent. We're going to talk about the myths of the agent, of the modeling industry, but also why do you need an agent? What does an agency do? What are the ins and outs? Are you a freelance model? What are you missing out on? So it's an important question. It's an important conversation for models who want to really get into the industry and really start making moves within the industry.
No, I think that's really a good point too, because sometimes people just fall into modeling and then find out about that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So
and we know if you do Fashion Week. Yeah. I know if you do Fashion Week,
it's going to work for me.
That didn't get representation until years later. And then, although they were presented with the opportunity and that they were wanted, they just decided they thought they were doing better as a freelance model. When they learned the real information and about the rates they should be making, then they're like, okay, I need an agent.
Yeah. So definitely sign up and check that one out. And then we'll wrap with the final element. Are you celebrating already?
I'm exhausted.
on Fashion Week all over.
It is.
So we're like,
just fully virtual and a lot of components, a lot of people.
Yes. But it's
I love it.
And the very last thing is another fashion happy hour, and with a special guest. You want to say who the special guest is?
I would love to. So it is going to be our 2020 scholarship recipient, Writer Teach, who just showcased his collection at the CCAD fashion show. He's super excited. He's super dynamic, and his fashions are out of this world. The scholarship helped him, create his design, his line. And, this ties right into our mission, Nia. I mean, this having him on ties right into our mission of providing scholarships to fashion design students. Today ties into our mission of giving a platform to local fashion designers. So we're going to end with Writer. And he also, guess what? He got his dream job. We'll tell you tomorrow what that is.
I mean, I just imagine graduating, winning a scholarship, showcasing my collection, and bam, you get your dream job. We're going to talk all about it. So even if you're not in school, I think tomorrow's happy hour would be amazing if you're just a budding designer to come in and just hear about somebody else's story, because it can give you inspiration and you can take tips and tricks. And the nice thing about this, you guys, is that we are live. This is not pre-recorded. We are really here talking now. So if you have questions, anything, drop them in the comments, because we will see them and we can talk about them throughout tonight's show. And tomorrow, when you're in all the conferences, do the same thing. Okay. Comment.
We love interaction. We love comments, no matter how sassy they are. Bring them.
So Tommy, where can people get tickets and information about tomorrow's goings on?
Yeah, it's easy. It's thefashionindustry.org. It is so easy. Go, please look at the speaker roster. Just looking through the roster itself is so impressive. We were able to put all this together within about a 3-month period, and having the CFDA involved as a partner really helped us out.
Amazing. If you don't know what the CFDA is, please go to their website, check it out. The fact that Fashion Week Columbus is involved with them.
Yep. Well, let me just say this. One name, Tom Ford, president of the CFDA. One name, Anna Wintour, previous president of the, of CFDA. I mean, hello, this is the level of an organization that we're partnered with. And they were able to plug in some speakers and hosts, several, that really elevated our virtual conference. And I'm really grateful for that partnership. Yes.
So you have a little spiel you want to talk about before we bring up our design?
Oh, yeah. So listen, we were talking about, Nia knows this. We lived this. She lived it for the last 6 or 7 years through the organization. We're a nonprofit organization. So, if you're out there and you feel generous, please visit thefashionindustry.org and click on the donate button. Any amount can help. Today's designers that we're talking to, it was only possible for them to present their brands on the runway because of donations and sponsorships and money we received from our fashion community. I mean, we're basically, grassroots fashion movement, and we depend on donors. So please click that donate button at thefashionindustry.org. Thank you, Nia.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, it's a nonprofit. Putting on a show is not cheap, and any dollar helps. If you could give $5, $20, $500, $20,000, whatever, please give. It definitely helps the organization. So now we're going to bring up some of our fashionable friends, right?
Yes. They are back in the green room getting saucy.
I'm sure. Okay, so first up is Gerardo and Encinas. We have a video that we're going to show a little about Gerardo.
Hola, mi nombre es Gerardo Encinas, soy diseñador originario de México y vivo en Columbus desde hace 17 años. Este es mi 5º año con Fashion Week Columbus. Mi colección este año es algo muy importante para mí, ya que es un año diferente. Y el año pasado, gracias a Fashion Week, Ópera Columbus se contactó conmigo y me contrató para hacer diseño de vestuario de Ópera Popea. Y mi colección este año la estoy haciendo inspirado en la Ópera Popea. Es una colección muy colorida, es una colección en la que son 7 personajes principales en la ópera. Amo Fashion Week, creo que esta es una plataforma que me ha dado demasiado. Quiero estar aquí porque es la mejor exposición que pueda pedir una persona como diseñador.
Welcome. Oh, look at you.
Hi, finally. Oh my God, 25 minutes, Tommy.
Wow. Well, listen. At least I gave you time to fix your mannequin so it doesn't fall on you again, like it did this morning.
Do you want to hear?
Your mannequin fell on you?
Wait, I have to tell you. Okay, so the mannequin fell on me, and Miguel, he was next to me, so he stayed 1 hour holding the mannequin in the floor. Yeah, that happened.
That's totally like on trend for the crap that happens at a fashion event. That people just
it's a live show, honey.
It's live. It's real.
Wait,
it was staged.
So when did it happen? So I could go back and watch that video because I missed that one.
Yeah, you can go.
12 p.m. Yeah.
Welcome.
Oh, hi, Nia. I miss you.
I know, I miss you too. I'm so used to seeing you guys like on a regular basis and bugging you via email and text. It feels kind of weird not doing that.
I know. I miss your 100 your 100 emails a day.
I might just start sending you some just to be funny. So don't surprise. But welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We're going to bring up our next designer. We have Matthew Chess and Rian Ismadia. Here's a video about them.
Hi, I'm Matthew Chess, and this is Rian Ismadia, and we are the co-owners of Maris Equi, and we specialize in men's swimwear, beachwear, resort wear.
So this year, it's all about print from all around the world. During this pandemic, we have had some terrible things going on, but we also see people working together, helping each other out, and so we want to showcase the differences in us that brings us together.
I wanted our prints to be more sophisticated, more worldly this year, and they are. My favorite of the prints is our Baroque look, which is the look we're photographing today. It's gold and black and has that ornate Baroque look.
Since Columbus Fashion Week last year, we got so much exposure that we got invited to showcase our collection in Miami Swim Week, which will happen in a couple of months, so that's exciting. And on top of that, we are also certified by NGLCC, so it just shows how credible our brand is, and being an LGBT-owned business, it's very important for us to be represented, and that's what we're here for.
Hi guys.
Hi.
No mannequin behind you that's gonna fall.
Don't be shady.
Oh, you have to unmute, guys. They're on mute.
Oh yeah, there you go. Now
you have to unmute yourself. Yeah, you got it.
Oh.
You guys look great. I haven't seen you in forever. How you doing?
Good. We miss you.
Yeah,
we miss everybody.
I know. I miss you guys too.
We're good. We're well prepared, unlike Gerardo.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, Gerardo. What are you drinking?
Green juice.
Oh, a smoothie. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Neo, we forgot to play a video from Fashion Week that we want to play before we go into the conversation. Is that okay? It was our Sizzle Wheel. Let's play it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's so fun.
Here we go.
Are we ready for a show?
Is that real?
It's not a joke. It's real. Somebody's gonna click the button. It's live.
Producer has to click it. So play it.
She's on trouble.
Yes. Look, I'm texting. Play it. Yes. Sound.
Very Tommy.
Maybe she said the sound. I know, right? It is very me. So Nia sees me too. Because I'll be texting. Hey, I see stickers on the shoe. Can you tell the team or something to take those stickers off? But
I'm gonna skip it. It seems like there's a little technical problem. It's fine.
There's some technical issues. It's all good.
Live. We told you guys it's live. Okay, so we'll just get into it. But yes, little side note: Tommy and I would definitely text each other in the middle of shows because I would be backstage and he'd be in front of the house.
Yeah.
And we would be texting stuff.
Perfect.
It's right on trend for us. So, guys, what have you been up to since the show? Gerardo, we'll start with you. Tell me what you've been up to since 2020 Fashion Week.
Making dresses. I mean, I saw so a company from Cleveland. They hired me to make 15 national costumes for 15 different countries, so, Latino countries. So I'm working on that and trying to survive, trying to get, like get on shape again. COVID happened and
Yeah.
And then what?
But-
COVID happened, and then what?
We all got fat.
and you got chubby, honey.
No, girl, I was in Florida. You can't do that in Florida.
well, that's what
Everybody wasn't able. Everybody
I'm just
was
kidding.
able.
No, but no, just working. Making. I was making masks on during quarantine, and now I'm making those dresses, and I have a lot of new clients. They want me to make. Right now, I'm working on a pregnancy dress for one of my clients, and
You said
and
pregnancy?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's hard. This is my third one, and I think this is the best one I made because the first one was like, okay, I was happy with that one, but because I never make every time when you make the first dress you made for different shape or different bodies is hard to do, but now I have I know how to do it, and then I'm happy to do whatever that my clients ask to me to make it.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is that, different shapes, different body types.
It's hard, honey.
Skill levels.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. But,
Yeah.
You have to do, you have to make the money.
By any means.
Yeah.
So, double mint twins. Can I tell you guys that, even though you're not twins? What have you guys been up to since the show?
Well, so after Columbus Fashion Week, we flew to Miami to do the Miami Swim Week, and then afterwards, what else did we do?
Well, we came home and then decided we wanted to go back.
Same.
And so Rian enrolled. What's the name of that school?
Instituto Marangoni. So I went back in school for a short while. But while we're in Miami, we contacted some retailers from swimsuit retailers. So that's what we're working on. We're trying to get our stuff in brick and mortar stores to get more offline exposure. We're also doing something with someone we all are
Okay, something with someone. Say it.
Yeah, we're doing something.
It sounds like a budding project that you probably can't say who yet, but it's going to be something good.
I know who.
It's something.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm excited about that. We'll look for that announcement. You don't have to let the details out yet, because I know how that can be. You want to make sure everything's perfect first before you let out. So I get it. You're working on a big project with somebody. That's cool. So I love that you guys have kept busy. It's been a trying time since Fashion Week for a lot of people, and especially fashion brands, because as Tommy and I were talking, we aren't dressing the same anymore. And, life has pivoted for everybody. So kudos to both of you all for, staying afloat and keeping your brands going, because that is something to be said right there. But before we get into our next questions and starting to talk a little bit about your collections, I think they have the video that they want to do, the Sizzle Wheel. I think they have it ready. You want to take that?
So. Yeah, are we? So basically, so if we can cue that Fashion Week Columbus Sizzle Reel, because it's so hot, and you guys look so hot in it.
Into talking about Fashion Week. So
yeah, let's do it. Let's play it if we can.
Ooh. Who's that?
So there was
Oh, love it.
yes, amazing, amazing. The beauty behind it is that we didn't even know if we were going to be able to have Fashion Week, and
Yep.
we did it, and it was amazing. Was it five designers? I think it was
5 plus Stevie, right? Or was it 4
Yeah.
plus Stevie?
I think it was 5. I didn't. I don't have my book. I was trying to grab my book before we started, but
Yeah.
Six with the Stevie. 6.
That was 6.
okay.
Yeah.
So 5 local, and then Stevie,
And
and
in Chicago. What's his name from Chicago?
but we didn't even think that we were going to be able to do it. Like, so it was just amazing to be able to have that recap. So we're going to talk about it. And this was the first time that we have done a show that way, that style, on the floor, very New York Fashion Week.
Yes.
But it was amazing. Like
Super
the
cool.
Very industry.
Super cool.
Yeah, and I also say that I'm proud that we took all of the safety precautions and nobody got sick. We wore masks. We incorporated masks into the designs. It was just
Amazing.
It was. We worked really hard on that, Nia. And I remember, like, first of all, I'll say this. Not many of you may know this, but the Dispatch did a very extensive interview, which really worried me at this point, because I didn't realize until this interview happened that we were the first large event to happen in Columbus during the pandemic. And
what
yes,
was that, 100 people?
I know, right? I know.
Yeah. Normally we're in 1,000, and
Exactly. But the questions that we're asking were really based around how are you keeping people safe? How are you not going to be a super spreader? Just on and on. I was like, oh my God, they're going to come to the show and they're going to report everything wrong with everything. And so I made sure, that we followed all the protocols plus more, right? Fever checks, masks. We had Nia do an announcement like, if you're not wearing your mask, you will be escorted out of this building. I mean, it was crazy, but you know what? It was worth it because of the designers like you guys. You got to showcase your brands, and they were fantastic.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to talk about some of the favorite looks that you guys showcased in the preview from the show that we just got a preview from. And just give us a little inspiration behind the look, what motivated you, that kind of normal talk that we love to talk. So Rian and Matt, we're going to start with you. There is a video that we're going to play, and you guys can tell us a little bit about your inspirations behind this.
I think we have 3 different clips for each designer, so we'll play one clip at a time.
Yep. Okay, so clip 1.
Oh, that's me. Yay.
Shocking.
Hi.
It's a good thing you're good looking.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Nia, stop it.
Okay, so this clip here, inspirations.
Is that gonna? Looks like it's too slowed down. Okay, there. Well, that was it, I think, right there. So it looks like it's moving a little slower than we wanted it to. Can we replay that or no?
There you go.
There it is.
So this particular look, what were you guys thinking when you did this? Because this was a different collection for you all. Not to be funny about swimwear, but I definitely, when we got you guys in this second time around, I was questioning how you were going to make it work and how you were going to make it different. So, but you did it. Kudos, especially with this look. So how was the inspiration here?
We try to incorporate we try to pair resort wear with our swimwear. And for the print, since the whole collection is inspired by the print of the world, so for that particular look, we were inspired by the Aztecs. And so we were inspired by the carvings on the caves of ancient civilization, basically. And then for the bottom, we were inspired by the Savannah, really, by Libra.
Yeah, I loved how you guys pulled, like you said, prints from around the world, but also the aspect with this whole collection, how you were like, you know, men want to look cute at the beach too. We don't necessarily want to just throw on a white tee with your swim trunks, or, you know, like, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're so right. Like, why wouldn't a guy want to look nice? You know, us girls, we got the kimono, we got the bag.
You have a lot of help, honey.
You know what I'm saying, though? But you guys want to look nice too.
Yeah,
so
you're right. Yeah.
When you guys told me, I was like,
yeah, men's fashion needs variety. It needs a lot more attention and exposure, and that's what we're here for.
yeah. Okay, so let's look at the next clip, so you guys can tell us the inspiration for that next look. Oh.
Yeah, someone said "oh." Who said "oh"?
I did.
So something
so good.
I love that one. That one is cute.
I love that one because they also let Aaron borrow the sample for Tulum, but I can't tell that it was Baroque because the drape that's over it, the what do you call it, sarong. But is that the Baroque one? Is that the blue one?
Okay, so the bottom is the blue Baroque, and then on top of that, what are we calling that cover up on his leg?
Cover up.
We just call
Sexy.
it half pants.
Half pants.
Yes.
But the inspiration for that whole look was actually the baby oil. So that's where that came from.
No. Well, so we wanted to put our own twist to the original, like, sarong look. We like the look of trousers or pants.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're at the beach, it's not really appropriate. So we want to make it like half pants with a tie side, and then for the blue Baroque, it was actually inspired by ceramics from the Netherlands. Because sometimes
Nice.
they have like these Dutch.
And then the
It's super cute.
Baroque, the actual blue Baroque was a little bit of a fortunate accident. So we designed the gold Baroque print, and then when we were playing with it in Photoshop, we at some point accidentally inverted it, and so it became white and blue. And we thought, and we were like, "Wow, that's beautiful too." So we decided to make those prints, the blue Baroque and the gold Baroque.
That's a cool story to share, because a lot of times people don't realize that sometimes the greats of fashion are not planned. It just, you fall into it. Like, God gives it to you and you fall into it.
Yep.
No.
Yes, totally. Okay, so we have one more clip of a look from, you guys can tell us about it.
Yeah.
That one is hot.
Yes. This was a stunner. Well, your whole show was a stunner, but this one definitely, people were like, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So please tell them what you told me in the beginning when you talked about the piece, why you wanted to do that.
Before.
What was that? Can't hear you.
Oh, I think
they froze. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, they're prepared.
Hello.
Okay, you're back.
Oh yeah, you froze for a second. Say it again, Rian, what you were saying. You were saying something.
Okay. Before we jump into the inspiration, the reach of Fashion Week Columbus is so broad and wide, and so this model flew in from Georgia, I believe.
Yes,
there was a hiccup in the back room, and the suit did not fit him perfectly, and so we had to literally hand stitch it in the back to make it look good on stage. That was such a stressful moment, but it's fashion. With fashion shows, there's always something going on.
Oh, and that's the fun part about fashion shows, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's nerve-wracking, but it's fun. Hey, Nia. So, we have our another special guest designer that's about to come on. Should we just go ahead and play the video and let people see who's about to come on?
Yeah, let's pop it off.
Let's do it.
All right, Stevie, I'll have you start by introducing.
Oh, it's the full video. Okay, let's stop that right there. I thought we had the final clip. Sorry, Stevie. I thought we had the 30-second clip, so we pulled the wrong one. But that's Stevie Boy, y'all. So Stevie Boy has made it. We're so happy to have Stevie Boy involved with Fashion Week Columbus as our headline designer last year. And he is in the green room, and I think he's ready to be brought in.
Yeah.
And there he is. Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, darling. So glad you made it. We're happy you're here.
Thanks for making it. And it's good to see you as always.
Yes.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here.
Great. We have.
Do we have an echo?
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Let me see. Hey, Stevie. Is the echo still there? Yeah. I'm testing everybody. Echo still there?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Echo. Maybe it's me.
Hi, Didi.
So I don't know why there's an echo.
No. Live. I was going to say live radio. I used to say radio. This is radio.
Let me do this. Let's remove everybody and bring people back. If you don't mind. 1 second. Except for Nia.
Okay. Am I still echoing? I'm talking to them. We're live. I hope y'all have a good time. I'm seeing the comments. Thank you for bringing the comments in. And yes, I do have a mule. That's what I'm drinking tonight. So we can get this today. In the meantime, and if you guys visited the website, fashionindustry.org, and signed up for tomorrow, because it's going to be an amazing day.
Yeah, it's still echoing. I'm going to think we're going to have to end broadcast and come right back. I'm sorry, everybody. This has not happened at all today. So wait, is it echoing now?
Not to me.
It's not echoing now. Okay, dear Lord. So we're using a new platform, and it's actually really good. I'm adding everybody right back in.
Yeah, we're good.
Where's Nia? I took Nia out. Okay, there you are. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. Same.
Sorry, everybody. It might be the screen sharing that we're doing. That's much better. No, Stevie, your energy, Stevie. You know.
I'm always
Stevie. Stevie, did you tell me that you don't wear watches because they don't work? Who is it that doesn't wear watches because they stopped working? It was someone that told me that, I thought.
I don't like watches. Well, I don't wear watches because I feel like they're just like I already know it's time when I say it's time. And when
there you go. That's right. So, Stevie, thank you for joining us. I think we were about to get into Gerardo's clips, and then we have clips for Stevie as well. So I'm super excited to see all of them.
Yeah, so let's run Gerardo's first clip.
Yeah. So our production was probably trying to figure out the audio sound, the video that was going on. So there it is.
Oh, okay. Here you go, Gerardo.
I want to hear the story with what is going on here because this has a theme.
Okay, so that girl, she okay. So my inspiration for this collection was Popea, the opera, the opera, and I opened my show with that dress because she was she was Popea who was trying to steal the husband of the queen, so that's why I made that. She was trying to wear the crown of the queen, and she started running when she saw the queen. So that's the story about.
So basically, she was kind of a scandalous hoe that looked good in a dress.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it that way, but yeah, she was a hoe.
Okay, look,
yeah.
We see clip number 2.
But at the end, she kept the crown. So
yes, she did. It was definitely a story. Clip number 2, so the story can.
So she was the queen. She was the queen, and she's supposed to be on the cover of the magazine. And I don't know what happened.
This was your look from the lookbook, and it was
she was
look.
Yeah, she was the queen. She was, and that's why she was like sassy and
like you,
confident, like me,
like you, overconfident.
Yeah, but yeah, she was the queen.
But you know what?
Beautiful.
Yeah, and the thing I'm noticing too is like, I've seen all of these garments in the flesh. They don't know the detail of like the bustier underneath there, like, and just the detail, like even talking about the Baroque print and the ombre of the one leg sarong. Like, you guys did not miss a detail with any of your looks.
And I remember you asked me to send a picture of my final look, and I sent you a picture with different fabric, gold, silver, and I was like, I don't like it. I want the fabric look have to be gold, so I changed the whole garment for gold. Yeah.
Gerardo's good for that, changing something at the last minute and making it out, but it always works out. The next clip, can we see the next?
So he was the queen, and I'm sorry, the king. He was the king. And I love it. I love that jacket. You don't know how many people they contact me because they want that jacket. It's crazy, and I love that. And yeah, I think that was my favorite look. One of my favorite ones.
It was your favorite?
Yeah, for guys, but for girls was the one Darisa wore. With the boobs out.
Yeah, I agree with you. Mm-hmm. But that kind of matched that look. They were both
yes.
Yeah. Okay, that was fantastic. Yeah, so that was the king that all the little women were trying to vie for his attention.
Yes.
And we see why, because he looked amazing. He looked good. Okay, so Stevie, we have some clips from your collection. If you can just tell us the inspiration behind this first look that we're going to see.
So I actually came up with this collection because he's a skateboarder and a BMXer, and he's into like extreme sports, etc. So I'm literally in his kid's room. That's why I'm trying to so I'm not in my own house. But I have to say that because it's kind of always interesting that every time I do any interview or anything that I have to talk about this collection, I'm always at his house. But we were around one day and we just talked about, he was like, hey man, let's go to the skate park. And I was like, oh. I love it.
Uh-oh. Now Stevie's frozen. You're frozen.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, so I start bringing in everything, and I came with a collection about skateboarding, but then I mixed my futurist and weirdism stuff into it. So it's a mix of skateboarding and futurism, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I add my own twist to it.
It does when you see it. When you tell people, they're like, what? But when you see the collection, it makes that description is like, yeah, I see it totally.
Yeah, thank you. That's why the jeans and stuff. And I don't wear jeans at all. Ever.
Oh, I never noticed that. But you're right. I've never seen you in jeans. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I don't anymore either.
I don't like them. And then the second thing is that the only reason why you will wear them while promoting this collection is because I've actually now kind of fell in some sort of love. Well, because I also designed it and I have bills to pay, so I had to sell it. But yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so clip number 2. Let's see look number 2.
Look at Aquila go. Oh,
I know. She had that fringe swanging.
Yes. And those sunglasses, Stevie. I know. I mean, you work on one of a kind sunglasses, unique sunglasses, and you showcased a lot of them on our runway, which was super exciting. Can you talk more about that too?
Thomas, so since I create, I always make products for people to have individually. Nia would know she owns some of my products and she fights over them apparently with her own family members.
Because people trying to steal them all the time.
Yeah. Everything custom for people. The fact that like I put my blood, sweat, and tears, quote unquote, into my work, but people actually have it and no one else can have it from them unless Nia's family and you take the product from her. But it just makes me happy to know that they have one-of-a-kind pieces and it's customized for you and no one else can do it. And no, I won't do it again, no matter how much money you pay me, because I want to have some type of legacy in each household, if that makes sense.
I love it.
Absolutely. And we have one more look to go over.
So both of those looks, I love the shiny. The shinies. I love anything shiny.
Yeah, definitely hits on the futuristic element of his collection. Oh, I think he's frozen again.
I just want to also say that I don't put too much like stress into what I do. It's me naturally, you know, through magazines and do all that type of stuff for inspiration. I simply go outside, I walk around, I clear my mind. I drink my wine, in which I wish I had right now. I see everybody drink. I don't have one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that helps. And then I just go to town on the sewing machine. And yes, I make everything from scratch. But I also reupholstery things. So obviously, because jeans, I just want to say this because a lot of people know this, but the designers would know this. Jean fabric is very hard to get.
Yeah, it's hard to work with.
It is. It's not a lot. It's so hard.
Oh no, we just lost Stevie.
Oh yeah,
the denim, like the denim fabric.
Yeah, it's hard. It's very hard.
I can't imagine that Matt and Rian that you have like a denim swimsuit. Can you imagine?
There he is. Hi, Stevie.
Ooh, I never thought of that. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I never thought of that. I have a show of code. Probably find some denim fabric to try to see if I could make it.
Oh Lord!
And then
Good luck.
And then I'll call it Nia, because I named everything and then I put the name behind it. I just did that with some glasses I just made the other day from Michael Antonio, my best friend that happens to now be a movie director. That is a celebrity photographer that shot every single magazine, all my Vogue covers and stuff like that. But it just happens to be my. Oh my God! I apparently keep meeting the right people. But yeah, maybe I should try that. That'll be pretty cool, and I'll name it after you. But if it's ugly, don't get mad.
Hey, that's okay. I won't be offended. I'll take it all as a compliment that it even happened.
Yes.
So, do we have any?
Pretty smart.
Do we have any audience questions, Tommy?
I don't know. Do we have any audience questions? Where's our fashionable audience? I know some of the board is at someone's house for happy hour enjoying today. They're watching right now, so maybe they have some questions. I think Luna asked, Nia, is that a mule?
Yeah, I'm drinking a Moscow Mule. So that's my beverage for today. I say for today because I have another live in about an hour where I'll be drinking wine. Pray for me.
Oh wow.
Here's a question. I'm not sure. It came in earlier today from Dion Harvell, and it says pageants and fashion sometimes intertwine. How would one contact you to be a pageant judge? Who was that? Was that you, Gerardo? That we're talking about pageants?
No, honey.
I don't know.
I don't know who they were asking to be the judge, but reach out to Fashion Week. We'll connect you with who you're asking for.
Reach out to info@fashionweekcolumbus.org, and we will get you in contact with whoever you want to get in contact with.
Yeah, I have somebody who can help him or her.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's nice of you, Gerardo. You're so helpful.
Yeah, see, she's a sub-director of one of the beauty pageants here in US. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Gerardo. Anton says, what is the plan for Fashion Week 2021 this year?
Oh my God,
So-
you better do better.
What's better? You can't do better than
I
last
don't
year.
have that pressure. So tell us, Tommy, what's the plan?
Yeah, what's the plan? We all want to know.
You all want to know. Well, designer applications are ready. So if you're going to apply, Gerardo,
Here we
if you
go.
want to showcase, you have to actually apply. But I actually scouted a venue that has a big outdoor space, which is always dangerous in Columbus. But you know us, we live on the edge. So, and we're going to try to do it as big as we can because now there are no limits to banquets, although there are limits to how many people can be in your bar line, which is very interesting. And plus everyone's getting vaccinated and we can still wear masks. We're going to follow, all the protocols that we need to follow. But we're looking to kind of get that back to a normal state, as normal as we can get. I hate saying getting back to normal because I don't think we should get back to normal. I think we should evolve. So we're going to see. So we'll see. I have a venue I've scouted out that might be perfect.
I'm excited.
Well, let me forward to RSVP, so I'll be there. I'm not working, but I'll be there.
Nia gets to drink and she gets to have
Bye,
fun.
Stevie.
Where's Stevie go? Where's Stevie go?
He
It's off
left.
again.
Yeah, his signal's kind of right now. It's all good. That's the beauty of a live event.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yes,
More questions. Who else?
it's nice to know that 21 is happening and that the
Yes.
plans are on the way. So if you're wondering, it's happening. Start planning your outfits now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You start playing them now.
If you don't have the outfit, contact me.
Yes.
Or just go to Rian and Matthew and get a bathing suit. Hello.
I mean, if you
wear
want
a
to
bathing
make a
suit,
statement.
yes.
Somebody's thirsty.
Let's all go in speedos.
Yeah, well, look, you can wear the outfit now, the Speedos now, because the weather is good. You can go out to the beach or to the pool, and then get an outfit from Gerardo from the runway shows.
Yes.
Everybody's happy.
Thank you.
That's exactly right.
You guys can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I don't know what happened to the Wi-Fi, but why did my video just switch itself by is it vertical or is it horizontal?
It's vertical right now.
You're fine. You're good. You're good.
Because on my
I
thing
think-
it looks
No.
different.
No, the other way.
That's weird. That's not how I started this.
I know, that's so strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if is your rotation off?
Yeah. No. We just been having problems with the Wi-Fi in general, but what's happening right now is weird. But I could hear everything on my phone over here. I have my phone, so I was listening to you guys. But yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, if that's not a 2020-ism, all these Zoom meetings and everything, you just kind of go with it. Oh, here's another question. Hey, you guys, I love your swimwear. So sexy. I wish I could get my husband on board. And Gerardo, I know your maternity dress will look amazing photographed. Yes. So not so much a question, but, a comment for both of you guys. Yes. And, okay, Tommy, I know the answer to this, but I'll let you answer.
What, Rian?
We can help with the persuading the husband part.
I believe it.
So, yeah, contact them and they'll help get your husband in a good swim. There you go. Everybody's happy.
So here's a question from Amara. So if I got it wrong, how can designers get involved? Yeah. So basically we're about to go live on Monday with our designer application. Will be posted to the websites and social media. We'll do a huge promotion on it. Fill out the application. It's going to ask a lot of questions. It's going to ask for a lot of materials. So just make sure you're prepared for that because the designers work really hard to first apply, get considered to move it to step number 2, which is an interview with a panel, and then move into being selected for a show, if that. And the reason we can't include every designer that applies on the runway is because that takes a lot of money. And we don't have that much money. We're a nonprofit. We're very low budget. So we can have 6 to 7 designers on the runway. And then we have other shows that we partner with that can possibly showcase you. So please apply. That's the first step.
Yeah, and I can say that if you're wanting to get involved with Fashion Week, even if it's just coming to an event, maybe you don't want to showcase, maybe you don't want to model, you just want to know, follow Fashion Week on all of the platforms, sign up for the newsletter, because that's where you're going to find all of the information and know exactly what's going on when. So go to the website, sign up for the newsletter, follow Fashion Week and the CFC on social media, and you'll be in the know. You won't miss anything.
Exactly.
Yes. Yep.
Exactly. There it is. There it is. There's the website. And then Diana Harvell. Harvell. I'm saying Harvell. It's fancy. What is the youngest age a designer can be in the fashion show? I mean, Nia, we've had a 16-year-old. That was the Keely Cooper.
She was 15. She started when she was 15.
We had 15 as well.
What's me?
Yeah, that's the oldest Nia. Yeah. Sure, we all believe you.
Yeah,
I'm 21.
So, actually, the youngest, well, I believe it. In 2010, when we first started, Equi Cooper was the youngest designer we had on the runway at the age of 16. We normally don't showcase student designers only because it's very difficult for them to create a line of 15 or 20 because they're just now, into understanding how to create, and design. And even that, a 15 and 20 piece line is not very much. But Equi did it at the age of 16. Equi Cooper, you know him by Jahi. And then also you said, who was 15 years old, Nia? What was her name? Olivia.
Joel, it starts with a D.
I know.
Sorry,
she's
Olivia.
amazing.
Yeah, I remember her. Yeah.
Her father's amazing too.
Yeah. So we have had some young teenage designers, and I will say that it wasn't easy for them, but if you have the drive, we have the support with Fashion Week, and we will help you get to that point. So if you're a teenager and you feel like you can do it and you want to stick to your guns, apply.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, do it.
With that's all the questions we have, Nia. I'll leave it up to you.
All right. Well, I want to thank all of you guys, and I can say guys because I'm technically the only lady here, for coming.
What about Tommy?
What about me?
I'm a lady.
Y'all are spicy, but come on.
Stevie.
I'm so happy that we got this hour to chat with you all, and thanking each and one of you all for coming. All of the designers, good luck with your next collection, your next endeavors. Please stay in touch with everybody. Everybody click them and follow them on social media everywhere. Tommy, best of luck with Fashion Week 2021. I'll be watching from the sidelines. You can still text me if you want to. And you guys go to the website and sign up for tomorrow's seminars, because if this isn't a clue of what amazing people that you can learn from and talk to, just trust us on this one. The first one you said is free tomorrow morning, Tommy?
The 12 p.m. is a free one. It's called Diversity Makes Us Stronger. It's back here on Facebook and on YouTube. And the rest, 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. are private access, but you can get that private access by visiting the website. And then we're back for the closing happy hour party. So.
Yes. So definitely grab your drinks and come back tomorrow and for happy hour, but start off at 12. Spend the whole day with us.
And I'll definitely make sure that I have one tomorrow, because it sucks that I'm just sitting here with not even any water or anything. I literally just used my key to my friend's house and just came to his house. He's not even here.
Oh no!
No,
Stevie, I'm glad you made it.
No, it's not a bad thing. I asked him. Of course, I didn't just break into it. Kind of.
That'd be your next collection. Breaking in.
We've been friends for like 20 years, so I can do stuff like that.
I will say, Nia, I will say this to those of you watching: if you're a designer and those designers are on here, the only thing I have to say is CFDA. If you're not watching what we're putting out on these workshops, because the CFDA is involved and they've provided experts, then you're so missing out on a lot of really good information. So please try to tune in. Even if it's in the background, you're listening, do it. Tune in.
Yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it.
It definitely is. I learned a lot as well. It's very true.
Yeah.
Well, from what they say, from the mouth of babes, is that what that saying is? I think that's what it is. It means you're learning You're learning from the experts, basically.
Nia, stop drinking.
No, the phrase is you don't drink what the pig water has while it has a hot sauce. No one said that.
I've never heard that phrase. Ew. I was like, listen, I'm from the South as well. I'm like, I've never heard that before in my life.
I think
No, but you know what?
I'm
I'm from Georgia, so you know, like they say stuff like that. You're like, what are you talking about? They don't even know. So why you keep saying this?
They're trying to make it go viral. Who knows?
Regardless, thanks to each and every one of you guys for joining. Tommy, thanks for having me. Thank you to CFC for bringing me back. And I love everybody. Everybody have a great Wednesday. It's Wednesday, yes. And we'll see you Thursday at 12 noon.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Many things have been said about us, from being the first 100% full-service, non-GMO restaurant to being named one of the most innovative restaurants in the country. At Town Hall, we believe in a culture of love and discipline. We pride ourselves on offering an experience unlike any other.